Hi there, students. Forge. A forge. To forge. Okay, a forge is a place where a blacksmith works. A blacksmith's forge. The forge is next to the church. A blacksmith works metals, especially iron. He heats them and hammers them. I went to the forge to get my horse shoed. The blacksmith put new horseshoes on my horse. So to forge, to heat and hammer metals into a desired shape. But as always, we can use this verb to forge figuratively. So to forge, to give something a shape or a form through careful effort. Very often to forge a relationship. So you work hard at the relationship and the relationship gets closer. To forge an agreement, to work at it until you have both sides agreeing. So to forge, to make, to create, but through hard work. He forged a profitable business out of nothing. Well, where there's muck, there's brass. Now, we have a slightly different meaning of forge as well. To forge, to make an illegal copy of something. To falsify. To make a counterfeit item. A forged banknote. So notice here we have the adjective forged. Forged normally talks about something that is counterfeit. The forger forged several Picassos. The forger made copies that were almost identical to the real thing, and he then tried to sell them as the real thing. So you have a forger as well, and a forger is somebody who makes counterfeit items, makes things that they're not real, they're exact copies, and hopes that you will think it is the real thing. Okay, a forgery and a forger. I forged my mum's signature on my school report card. I falsified it, I copied it. You could have false documents, forged documents. The documents were forgeries, they were forged. And then we have a different meaning for to forge. It means to move forward powerfully and steadily towards a goal, despite adversity or difficulty. To advance gradually but steadily. They forged through the knee-deep snow. We forged ahead with the project, despite the COVID outbreak. He forged onwards up the hill despite the steep incline. He forged ahead. He continued going. Now, ironically, having just said that it means to move steadily, we can also use to forge, meaning a sudden spurt, a sudden increase in speed, a sudden increase in energy or effectiveness, a spurt, if you like. So the swimmer forged ahead into first place. So it's either to go steadily and slowly but powerfully in face of adversity, or to have a spurt to suddenly go faster. And both of these, particularly with the phrase to forge ahead. The government forged ahead with the plans despite opposition. He forged ahead with his English because he was studying 8 hours every day. Yeah? Now, next question. What about formality? I think I'd give this a 5 in formality. I think you can use this in an informal conversation and in a formal document, so nice and flexible there. As a verb, it's a regular verb. He forged the banknotes. He has forged ahead radically this summer. What about the origin? Well, there's a French word, forge, which is a place where a metal worker works. And then we have, and that then comes from Latin, from fabrica, a workshop. And we have the Latin word as well, faber, a workman or an artisan who works with hard materials, so a blacksmith. And notice that faber, that is linked to Fabergé. All of this is linked to Fabergé, the famous goldsmith or the famous jeweler. The meaning of to move ahead powerfully, this may have the same origin, or it just might be alliteration of the word force. So let's recap. A forge is where a blacksmith works, a blacksmith's forge. He forges metal into shape. Then to forge, to create something with hard work, to forge a relationship, to forge a deal. Then we have to forge, to make an illegal copy, to make a counterfeit. A forged Rembrandt, a forgery. And then to forge, particularly to forge ahead, to move ahead powerfully and steadily towards a goal despite difficulties, or to have a sudden spurt, a sudden increase in effectiveness, speed, energy, something like that. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Forge.